Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. So guys, in today's video we are going to cover Accenture complete recruitment process. So guys, if you are new to my channel and if you are not aware, I have already been through the process of Accenture and I have already received the offer from Accenture. So I have been through every phase of recruitment process. So I thought it will be a good opportunity to share the complete journey or the process with all of you so that it will be helpful for you, and you can even ask your doubts in the comment section, and we have a very large audience where everyone can guide you through the queries, and I myself can guide you through your queries. So before we start into the video, if you are new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel to receive all such latest updates. I regularly upload these kinds of helpful career related videos on my channel. So without doing much ado, let's start with today's video. So let's first understand the complete onboarding process from Accenture. So here you can see I have noted down the complete recruitment process of Accenture. There are like different steps which happens, okay, in the Accenture recruitment process. Now this can differ a very slightly, okay, if you are a fresher or if you are experienced, but the majority of the steps and the processes are going to be exactly same. So I'm going to tell you what all were the steps that has happened in my recruitment process and what are the most common ones that happens usually in all the recruitment process or the onboarding process. So let's see this is like the very high level chart I have taken. What I will do is in the upcoming slides I will also show you interview, like not interview but the exact emails of every round, so that you will get better idea that what phase comes after which one. So here you can see first one is your interview scheduling email. So if you have given the exam, so then you won't get usually this email, or if you are an experienced person or a lateral joinee, then in that case usually you will get this kind of email where they will ask you, okay, that when to schedule your email. We will talk about this in detail now in a few minutes. Then comes your invitation for interview step. Then comes your interview reminders, okay, that when exactly is your interview. Then you will have some emails related to your workday task completion, and then in some cases you will have a separate HR interview. So for that, that will happen in that phase. Next comes your BGV process, that is background verification process. Next to that comes your offer letter generation. Once your offer letter is generated, you need to sign few of the documents, and then once you sign few of the documents, there will be some action items in your workday profile which you need to complete. Once you complete all of that, then comes your document briefing session. Now document briefing session is a meeting that happens in which they will tell you what you need to do. Okay, now this document briefing sessions can happen more than once also, based on your time frame of joining the company. If you are in your 90 days notice period, so then it can happen once or twice, more than once also. Okay, so once you complete your so these are like again the same steps. Next is your red carpet event. So red carpet event happens before you're just joining, okay, and then you will get your joining email in which your address of like location will be mentioned, and then you will join the company on day one. Now let's dive deep into one by one each step. So let's first see the interview availability check email. Okay, so as I was saying, if you are an experienced or if you have given the exam, and they will check whether you are available for interview with them or not. They will check your interview availability. Now I just want to tell you that this is just the availability check email, because in my previous videos I have got many comments that associates or candidates used to think that this is only the interview email, okay, and they used to say that I have already submitted my email preference or the interview preference, but I have not received any interview invite or something. See guys, this is just the preference that they are taking from you, if you are available on so and so date, or if you are available as per your date or not. But based on your availability, the availability of interviewer is also checked, if they are available or not, and if both are available, then only the interview is scheduled. So you should not consider that if you have received this email, then for sure your interview will be scheduled. Sometimes what happens, twice or thrice you will get this interview availability check email, but none of the times your interview will be scheduled. They will just keep on checking the availability only, because this has happened with me. I got this interview availability check twice, and in after the second survey filling, I just got the actual interview email. Now how you will fill it is not actually as such a survey. This link will take you to your workday profile. There you have to submit your preference, okay, like what is your preference for like on which date and on which time you need to take the interview. Once all of that is done, then if everything is fine. And if the interviewer team is available, then you will get the interview invitation email. Now the interview invitation email looks something like this. So hi, and good news, we can confirm your skills interview for the role of whatever role you have applied for. So that will be mentioned. This interview will help us to get you know better, but it's also great opportunity for you to find out more about the company. And in this email, basic details will be mentioned, like when your interview is there, that date, your time, and what kind of interview it is. So here it will be mentioned it is virtual interview. Then you will get the link, and also you will get mostly the recruiter name or the recruiter email ID also. Okay. Sorry, not the recruiter, but the interviewer email ID. Yeah. And also important point is that this is query of many of the candidates, that they will get this interview email, they have joined on time also, but the interview didn't join. And this has happened with myself too. First time when I got the interview invite, I joined the interview, and the interview was scheduled for around 1 hour, but the interview didn't join, and I was not aware. I was appearing for Accenture for the first time, so I didn't knew what this is happening. I waited for like 40 minutes, and then I just dropped off. I thought like there is no point of waiting for more, because the interview didn't join already. 40 minutes are over, so I just dropped off. And I would also suggest you the same, just wait for some time, okay, if it is possible for you. So wait and see if they joins or not. If they do not join, what you can do is, and what I had done, I will tell you that. So as I mentioned in this email, only the recruiter email was mentioned, the recruiter or your interviewer email was mentioned. So what I have done is, I have emailed to them, and in the bottom of the email somewhere you will find out the common emails, like the DLs, like the recruiting team and all. So you can even put them in the CC while emailing that. So you can mention, you can write the email to them that I have joined the interview, but the interviewer didn't join, because of which the interview didn't happen. So that they will reply back to you after some time, that because sorry for the inconvenience or something, and they will reschedule your interview. So this has happened in my case. That is first time the interviewer didn't join, but in the second time also interviewer joined, and again in the second time also the interviewer joined a bit late, like around 10 minutes late. So again I would also suggest the same, that please wait in your interview. Don't like drop off in the first minute, or like after 4 or 5 minutes itself. Just give some time. Or I would suggest, if your interview is scheduled for 1 hour, at least try to be in that call or for like 40 minutes or something. And then if they didn't join, then you can drop off. Okay, one important point about this email. So usually from Accenture, the interview invites or the interview email that you will get, in that the time is usually mentioned in GMT. Okay, now many candidates confuse it with IST. Okay, they think that this is IST time and they will join on 9:30 a.m. But this is not IST. You have to convert it to IST. Okay, so GMT is a different time zone, so you have to convert GMT into IST, and then you have to see what is the actual time according to you. Okay, this was one point to note. Let's move on to the next question now quickly. Okay, once your interview is scheduled, then what happens? So for example, your interview is scheduled, you will get this email today, and your interview is scheduled for like 4 days later, or next week. Okay, so until you reach that date, you will get these kinds of interview reminders. Okay, these kind of reminder emails. And now Accenture has done a good thing in their recruitment process, that they have also like integrated their recruitment process with WhatsApp notifications. Okay, so if you have put your WhatsApp mobile number in the like initial phase, so you will also get these kinds of notification on your WhatsApp number also, that your interview is scheduled on this and this date and this time. And if you want to make any changes, you can just click on that link here from here itself, and you can even reschedule it. Okay, they will give the option in that portal to change the time or something if you are not available at that time. So these kinds of reminders you will get. In my case, I got like 3 reminders before my actual interview. So let's now move on to the next step, which is the next step in the process. Next step is your task completion in Workday. Okay, so for example, this step has happened for me before interview only. Like I have not appeared for the interview, as I told you. For me, when I got this interview email, okay, and when my actual interview happened, there was like a gap of 2 or 3 days. So in that phase or time period, I got a call, okay, that your few documents are needed and you need to submit in Workday. And then after that, I got this email also that you need to submit few of the like documents in the workday profile, and there are some tasks that are being assigned to you. You need to complete that. So task as such is nothing, it's just that the task is only that you need to fill your documents. That is only the task. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to submit your national IDs and last 3 months salary slips if you are experienced, and it can vary from person to person. Basically you will get the details on your email which documents you need to submit. Okay. So when you go to the workday profile, there in the task you can clearly see what they are expecting you to submit. So you need to submit those documents. Okay. And this is important for your interviews or for your like onboarding procedures and all. So yeah, this was one of the steps. So you will go to this workday portal, and this is how this like portal looks like. Here there will be few bars or few tabs where your task will be mentioned. Once you complete all the tasks, this will display it like this: you have no task. Okay. Moving on. Next is like complete any pending details. So in your job application form, if there is any pending details which are left, so you will also get these kinds of emails also, like where you will have the link and you need to go to the portal and complete your details also. But in my case, I think only one detail was mentioned or which was not correctly filled, so that is why I got this email. Otherwise rest everything was filled by me in the initial phase only. So as such there is no problem. Next comes your background verification process. Okay, now before we move into background verification process, I want to tell you that Accenture or mostly MNC companies don't give a clear cut answer on whether you have been rejected or whether you have clarified the interview. Okay, so you have to automatically understand if you are going to the next phase, that means you have already cleared the last phase. Okay, which means so in my case, background verification process, I would say, like, was the kind of notification that you have cleared your interview, and then I initially got the call from background verification team that we need to perform some background verification checks for you, and we will send an email with the complete details. Make sure to click on the link and fill your details in the workday profile. It's not a workday but a different separate link of the portal for background verification. So this was the initial email, that is your guide to document submission for background verification. In this email you will completely see what all documents you need to submit as a part of background verification. For example, your highest education documents, your past employment documents. Okay. If you are currently working, once all of that is done, then you will get this one more email, because in this email the actual link of the portal will be there, and user ID and password to login will also be there. So you have to log into this portal, and then you have to fill all those documents which are requested there. So many documents will be asked to you, so you have to submit that, and then background verification team will check it and verify it. If they feel that some document is not uploaded properly or something is not correct, they can even call you on mobile. And in my case also it was the same. I just didn't uploaded one or two documents correctly, so they called and told me that please re-upload it or upload it correctly. So I did it, and then once the background verification and everything is completed, they will, and for me this process happened very quickly, like within 7 to 8 days. Okay. So but it depends. Okay, if you are a fresher and if you are going through the procedure from exam, then interview, and then BGV, it can take even a longer time, so don't worry about that. Okay. So yeah, once the background verification was completed, actually when I was submitting the background verification documents, I just noticed that as soon as I clicked on completion, background verification also happened in few steps for me. As I mentioned, initially I submitted few documents, then I got the call that few documents are not correct, then again I uploaded. So next time when I was completing it, as soon as I click on complete button, at that time only the offer letter was generated for me. So this is what I have noticed in case of Accenture. So this kind of email you will get that, hi, great news, you aced it, we'd love you to join us at Accenture, and the complete details about your offer letter will be mentioned. And guys, like, you have to accept your offer within a stipulated time. Don't take too long to accept the offer. Okay, make sure that you accept it. Now in Accenture, you can even download your offer letters and other documents. To give you an idea what kind of documents that you can download as a part of offer letter, so these are the documents. That is your cover letter, your exhibit A, list of prior works, your level 11, 10, non-flexi, OPS, this document, and then your offer letter, terms of employment. All these documents will be available in your workday profile for downloading. Okay, next step is what? Once you downloaded your offer letter, next step is to sign and submit those documents. Okay, because as I told you, you need to accept that offer letter, right? So how you will accept it? By like downloading and signing those documents, and then uploading it again. Now how you will sign it? Actually in Accenture, there is a portal in which you can even direct, like there itself you can digitally sign and upload it. So you just need to like have your signature ready in the like scanned form, you can just upload it and then there you can sign it. Once you sign your documents, you will get this kind of intimation email over your email box that you like you are done signing. You review documents for offer for job application, this and this for this role is done. So like this is a confirmation that you have signed the documents from your end. So yeah, so this is like basically the signing of documents is only accepting the documents in a case of Accenture. Moving on to the next question, which is next process, which is pending document submission. Okay, now as I mentioned, document will be collected at regular intervals. Okay, so the next email that you can get is Accenture document requirement intimation about non-submission or discrepancy. So as I told you, as a part of signed documents, I didn't did one document, the signing of one document correctly, okay, which was letter of authorization. So I got this email and I also got a call, I remember, that you have not like signed one of the documents clearly or correctly, so please can you redo it. Okay, so yeah, so in that case you just need to go to the portal once again and you need to go to this specific document and sign it again correctly. So don't worry, like at any point if you miss any document, so don't worry that okay what happens, it is like blocked now, because usually what happens once you submit and like once you submit the documents from your end now, these portals won't let you edit it again. Okay, it's like closed. So don't worry. Okay, if something is pending or something is not uploaded properly, they will reach out to you from their end only, so then you can also do it. Okay, so yeah, this letter of authorization signature was one which was missing in my case, or which was not done properly, so I have done it again. Next comes your welcome email. So yeah, once all these kinds of document formalities is done, like signing of offer letter and all, you will get this kind of warm welcome email from the Accenture that now you have accepted our offer and you are ready for a new role at our company. Okay, okay, then what is the next email? Yeah, next email is complete action items from workday profile. So now again it's not like okay, if you have joined, if you have accepted the offer letter, then you will directly join the company. Again you have to keep an eye on your email box, that you will get few emails regularly that you need to fill, you need to submit this document, you need to do this task, whatever. Okay, so there are few action items that will be assigned to you in your workday profile. You have to go there and complete all of that. Okay, once all of that is done, then one onboarding experience manager email you will get. Then this is like a dedicated person who will message you that if you have any queries in your documents filling, like which documents, now joining related documents. So you will again get a few emails related to fulfilling of your joining documents. So this is like a onboarding experience manager will send you an email that if you have any queries going forward, you can reach out to us. Okay, so and then there will also be a document briefing session. This is a meeting which will be like around 1 or 2 hours. Okay, and in that they will guide you, because you need to fill new documents now, okay, which are related to your joinings. So and you might not be aware, because those are completely new documents, not the regular ones, so you don't know how to fill those documents. So a separate session will be done for that, and in that they will like guide you like exactly how and what documents to fill in that like workday portal. Okay, so this is the invite of that session. Okay, documents briefing session invite. Just you can join that session on the time, and it's a Microsoft Teams meeting. So next one is your Accenture red carpet event. So which means, so if you have submitted all those documents, your joining documents are kind of done, and next is your red carpet event. So red carpet event is nothing but a very first interaction, okay, with the new joiners. It's like it is just the HRs will be there in this meeting. Okay, they will tell you some things about the company. Okay, and this will usually happen before 10 days, 7 days, 15 days, it depends. Okay, or before you're joining this will happen. And yeah, in this they will guide you something about few things about company policies and all. And usually if there is a recruiting team, if you have general questions, you can there will be a separate session by the end of this red carpet event, that you can even ask your queries there. So in this red carpet event, mostly all the ones who are going to join around the same joining date as of yours will join this meeting. Okay, once this is done, then then you will get this mail which is gear up for day one at Accenture. So this is again the same thing, like as I mentioned, I didn't uploaded or fulfilled the documents correctly, so that is why I got this mail again, that we are pleased to extend you the opportunity to join Accenture as a kickstart. We will be guiding, we will be your point of contact and will support you in a smooth transition. You will soon receive communication from us about joining formalities to enable us to create a smooth, seamless experience for you. Please click on the link and upload the required documents. Actually I didn't uploaded the documents like correctly, or all the documents because I was a bit busy at that time, so that's why I got this emails. But this you might not get it if you have already filled the documents in one go only. Moving on. Okay, once all of this is done, which means everything is now done, and now you are totally ready for joining the company. And Accenture usually these days is giving the joinings on physical basis only, which means you have to report to office physically. They will not have virtual joining for you. So you will get this kind of email, that is visit Accenture office for your onboarding formalities, and in this email your base location or the location where you need to be present for your day one will be mentioned. Okay, the complete address will be mentioned. So the email says something like this, that is, dear candidate, thank you for accepting the offer letter. Your journey to our enriching career begins now. You are scheduled to join us on this and this date by this time and on this location. So once all of that is done, and again by the end, if there are any documents which are left out, you will again get notification from workday portal only that this and these documents are like pending from your end, so please upload it. So you just have to don't worry about anything, you just have to keep an eye on all the emails and procedures, and it will be very basic and easy for you. And in every email, you will get email IDs on which you can reply back and ask your queries. Okay, and there will also be toll free numbers on which you can call and ask your queries. So that's all for this video. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. See, I know that already the video is very long, and even I have tried to cover in detail. There are many different things which are like still pending, and I cannot cover exactly everything in detail. I know that queries can be very specific to your case, so you can ask your queries in the comment section, and I will try my best to guide you. As I mentioned, there have been a lot of candidates from our channel who has already joined Accenture and who has cleared the process of Accenture, so they will also answer your queries. So make sure that you comment your current scenario in the comment box and let me know your experience of Accenture onboarding, and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that in future you don't miss any important updates from my channel, as I will keep on bringing this kind of helpful content for all of you. So that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching the video.